Welcome back to the Vans World Cup of Surfing here at Sunset Beach. Blustery day and pump and surf as we look to the second heat of the day. Heat 4, round 2 with Carlos Munoz, Davey Cathels, Dion, Atkinson, and Hizunome, Bettero, Kaipogoro, along with Peter Mel by Miguel Tudela. And this is some of the action that happened during the break, Peter.
Dion Atkinson trying to get that first blood. Big, deep section here, and had to race it. And no real scoring opportunity as that wave shuts down and just kicks out.
In the second half of the year, Pete.
You get a reseed.
That's right.
It's right after the Vans US Open.
Marabin's Davey Cathels. And that wave is not optimum for his performance there. No barrel or turn on hand for Davey, so he's going to make a paddle back out.
On the new era rankings, so it's going to be a big heat for him. As we look at the replay here of Davey Cathels, big peak on the outside, the wave shuts down, no scoring opportunity there, so it's going to be just under a 1-point ride. You know, it allows you to prepare for the day if you're going to have 2 heats, 3 heats. You know, am I going to need to hydrate? You're going to do all these certain things that you need to do.
Saw Carlos Munoz paddle for that wave, unable to get into it. And Davey Cathels in the blue jersey taking advantage of getting that wave, pulls into the barrel. That thing clamps on him. Right behind, this is Hizunome Bettero, our Brazilian competitor, back against the wall. Moving down the line, looking to place a turn. Has to time it. Gets up in the lip and times it a little bit late, gets eaten up by Sunset Beach.
Right, and name the fourth.
Michael Romolzi.
There you go. Good man.
What do you think I do for a living? Here we go. Carlos Munoz off the top right there. Hooks it one time. Carlitos eases through another turn. And cuts back. That's more like it for Carlos Munoz, and that's going to be his first score.
A wave that's going to allow him this scoring opportunity. Again, a little whitewater on the face, but it's fairly clean. A nice arc to start the wave. And the wave flattens out, so he does another basic carve as this wave filters into the channel and kicks out. So this is, again, going to be the best wave of the heat, but it isn't going to be a super high score.
But with the score line right now, it likely will put Carlos Munoz into the lead as we near the halfway part. Slow-mo replay here of Carlos.
Great technique. Watch that arm come through the maneuver and follow the arc of the surfboard. Now, being solid on your feet helps with that flow and helps to keep the speed up.
Dion Atkinson, he's a big bloke, and he's able to use that heavy-footed approach here at Sunset Beach. Winds up off the bottom. Nice arc off the top for Atkinson. Off the bottom again, straight into the lip, and a little late on that one. Gets ejected.
So that translates across the globe, and everybody gets to share in those memories.
This happened during the break.
Dion a bit more active here, and it's paying off for him because he got that deep lead. Actually, that was
that's the 417.
Yeah. So again, in the lead because of that wave.
Live action with Davey Cathels. Nice carve. Down turn, one maneuver, but a nice maneuver on a big open canvas. Hizunome Bettero on the backhand. The Brazilian goofy foot comes off the bottom, snaps it off the top, and whoa! Again catches the nose on the way down. Tragic.
Little off kilter today, Hizunome. He's got to pull it together.
And Hizunome is going to have to get things rolling. Here's a look at replay of Davey Cathels.
Nice late drop on the main peak. Beautiful first carve. Stays with it. He's in that third position. Finishes the carve on the inside section with control. This is going to be his best wave.
And something went wrong with Hizunome Bettero right here, Peter.
Well, it's a bumpy lineup. The road had some potholes. Gets the carve and the nose. Grabs, slows his board down, and goes down. But I like the commitment again, going for it. You would have watched probably Miguel Tudela, but right there you see the burp in the wave and the nose just grabbing, and all that water slows the board down, knocks him off balance. And
Atkinson out of second place. Munoz with priority, important wave. He's going to get this little whitewater roll in. Carlos comes through this section, pulls in, just a brief little curtain, and kicks out. Wow, he's going to make it tough on the judges there.
Yeah, and that wave there should not stay in the scoreline if he wants to get into that top 2.
Atkinson wants to stay in second place. And if he completes this ride, he certainly will. Snaps off the top. Dion Atkinson moving down the line, looking to place another turn or maybe a barrel. And just gets into the deep water for a cutty there, but that's going to be enough to keep Dion Atkinson in second place. Our heat leader, Davey Cathels, right behind him. Meaty waves for Cathels. Nice carve off the top, off the bottom again, looking for more open face. Moving down the line, and is going to have to just settle for that one turn, minute by minute, hour by hour, certainly day by day. The backhander, Hizunome Bettero, winds up off the bottom, snaps off the top, keeps it clean on that first turn. Hizu banks off the oncoming section, a little bit too much power for Hizunome, and he gets knocked off. Here's some replays, Peter. We're going to start with Dion Atkinson.
So Dion, you know, he had to race it through the mid part of this wave because it was stretching out, and he knows how important it is to get to that open face. He does that, but once he gets there, the wave goes into that deep water and it flattens out. So not going to be a big score, but definitely going to improve on the .93 as you take a look again. For this first section here, so important, gets the carve. But again, look how fast he had to go just to be able to get back to that open face. Had to sacrifice doing some maneuvers to keep that speed up. Gets that final move, and then behind him, Cathels, actually before him, either way, in the same set. Again, very similar, where he had to cut the turn short and race down the line to try and get to that open face, which doesn't happen for Cathels. If you take a look at this first turn, you go into this carve, you don't want to overcommit because you know that there's that long line still in front, and you have to stop the turn.
Atkinson out of second place and advance on into the next round. Live action with Davey Cathels pulling into the barrel, and he comes out.
That's a strategy. On the way back out, you do that slow paddle on the inside bowl, and every so often, a little nugget will come right in there.
Dion Atkinson on a wave of his own. Nice carve off the top for the big man from Southern Australia. Off the bottom again. Another beautiful arc, holding the rail throughout that entire turn. So Atkinson looking to better his three-point ride.
Because you don't have a lot of affecting other things around it. As we look at the inside section here, beautiful little tube. Perfect for Davey. He already has the 5.33. The quick in and out is going to add to his total. Matter of fact, it puts him out front, or he keeps him out front. As we watch the replay of this last one from Dion. So these guys are able to put themselves in the right position. That was beautiful carve there. You see how he started the carve and then accentuates it on the end by bringing that front arm or back arm through. Right there, that's the snap element, and then this drives through it. See the arm drive through it. Low arm, that's where you start to see the power load up. Wherever you release the arm at, you know,
he was able to find on the inside.
Well, there again, just edges into it. Again, not a long tube, but quick in and out, quickly disappeared. The exit was clean, so the judges will have to reward that.
Yeah, they gave him a 5.83, so the judges liked it. Davey Cathels remains in the lead. Dion needs a high good score of a 7.37. Here's Carlos Munoz, live action. Carlito. Oh! That was unexpected.
Yeah, again, so pushing on that front foot, having that wider area there, gets the curve, and that lifts the fins out.
Munoz might be crossed off the list. He's got less than a minute.
Okay, so there he is. He's laying over, front foot, bumps across it, back fins, disengage, and just goes down. Again, that's that stress, you know, of competing. So hard to manage.
Here's our heat leader, Davey Cathels. He's looking the goods to advance into round number 3. This is just going to be a nice little wave for Davey to surf on his way in. And he manages his way through a couple of warbly sections, even a little spicy snap at the end there. Hizunome Bettero, big call for the Goofy Foot out of Brazil.
Well, we saw it last heat. It is possible.
He can do it. He's going to have to surf through some foamy water here. And I don't know if this wave has a scoring potential of that 7.37 that Hizu's looking for. Dion Atkinson, layback hack, and can't hang on to that.
Hold your breath.
But I don't think it's going to matter for Atkinson because he's going to advance on along with Davey Cathels into round number 3 here at the Vans World Cup of Surfing.